Hello everyone, Assalamualaikum. This is Mr. TECHFOX and today in this video I'm going to cover a full course and we are diving into the world of C programming. I have named this course C Programming for Noobs. Whether you are completely new to coding or looking to strengthen your programming skills, this course will give you everything you need to become proficient in C. By the end, you will be writing your own programs, solving problems, and even building projects. Let's break down what you will be learning throughout this comprehensive journey. Module 1: Introduction to C Programming. In the very first module, we'll introduce you to C programming. We'll discuss how C came to be and why it's still relevant in 2025 despite being one of the oldest languages. You will see how it laid the foundation for modern programming languages. Then we'll know how C works. This is the crucial step for every programmer. We'll explore the process of compilation and execution. Understanding this will help you become more efficient at debugging and optimizing your programs. Then we'll discuss about setting up your environment. You can't write code without the right tools. We'll guide you step by step on how to install a C compiler and set up your development environment. And then we'll write code for the first time. That means we'll write and run our very first program together, ensuring you get hands-on practice right from the start. Then we'll learn the anatomy of a C program. We'll break down the structure of a program so you will understand the role of each part of your code. The next module is variables, data types, and operators. This module focuses on the essentials of data management. We'll learn about variables and constants. So, you will learn how to declare variables and constants, how to assign values, and how to manage data in your programs. Then, we'll learn about data types. You will understand the core data types in C: int, float, character, and double data type, and more. You will be able to choose the right type for your data, optimizing your program's efficiency. Then we'll learn about type conversion and typecasting. You will learn how to convert between different data types when needed, ensuring your code works smoothly even with different types of data. We will also cover operators. You will master operators like arithmetic, relational, logical, and bitwise operators. With this, you will control how your data interacts and platforms in the program. The next module is about control flow. We'll dive into if, else if, and else statements, the switch statement, and loops such as while, do while, and for loops. These are the building blocks for making your programs smart and interactive. We'll also cover break, continue, and goto. You will also explore how to control the flow of your loops and decisions with break, continue, and goto. The next module is all about functions, arrays, and strings. In this module, we'll get into organizing and handling more complex data. We'll learn about function declaration and definition. You will learn how to declare and define functions, which will help you break your code into manageable chunks. Then we'll learn about function parameters and return values. Functions are not just for splitting code, they can also take input and give output. We'll show you how to pass data to functions and get results back. Then we'll learn about scope and lifetime of variables. We'll learn about the visibility and lifetime of variables, understanding when they can be accessed and modified. We'll also learn about recursion. We'll go through basic examples of recursion like calculating factorial and Fibonacci series, so you can start solving problems efficiently. Then we'll cover call by value versus call by reference. This is a key part of this module. We'll be learning how pointers play a role in call by reference. The next module is arrays and strings. We'll understand how arrays work, how to declare, access, and manipulate arrays, both one-dimensional and multidimensional. We'll learn about array operations. We'll cover basic array operations such as searching and sorting, which are most important skills for manipulating data. Then we'll learn strings in C. Strings are important in almost every program. We'll learn how to handle them with character arrays and use functions from string.a's for efficient manipulation. The next module is pointers. Pointers are a crucial aspect of C programming, and we'll break them down completely. So we'll understand the role of pointers in C, why they are necessary, and how they help with memory management. Then we'll learn about declaring and using pointers. We'll teach you how to declare pointers and how to use them to access memory directly. Then we'll know about the relation between pointers and arrays. Arrays and pointers are closely related. We'll show you how pointers can be used with arrays to manipulate data. Then we'll know about pointer arithmetic. We'll learn how to perform arithmetic operations on pointers, which is essential for working with arrays and dynamic memory. We'll also know about null pointers. We'll understand how null pointers work and how they help in preventing errors. We'll also cover dynamic memory allocation. So we'll introduce you to malloc, calloc, and free, giving you the ability to allocate and deallocate memory dynamically during program execution. The next module is structures and unions. This module dives into more complex data types. We'll learn about defining and using structures. You will learn how to define structures which allow you to group different types of data together. Then we'll know about arrays of structures. We'll learn how to work with arrays of structures, giving you the ability to handle multiple records in an organized way. Then we'll know about nested structures. We'll understand how to create structures within structures for more complex data handling. Then we'll know about unions. Unions allow you to store different types of data in the same memory location. We'll show you when and how to use them. We'll also see the difference between structures and unions. We'll compare structures and unions, helping you decide when to use each. We'll also learn how to use typedef to create custom data types, improving the readability of your code. The next module is file handling. Every program eventually needs to work with files, and in this module, we'll learn about file types. So, we'll go over the difference between text files and binary files and explain when to use each type. You will learn how to safely open and close files, ensuring that your program manages file resources effectively. We'll cover functions like fopen, fscanf, fprintf, and fgets, which you will use to read from and write to files. Then we'll learn how to handle errors when dealing with files, ensuring that your program doesn't crash unexpectedly. And then we'll build, project, and practice together. Now, in this module that you have all the knowledge, it's time to apply it. We'll guide you through mini projects like a simple calculator, a student record system with file handling, a number gauging game, and basic string processing tools. We'll show you basic debugging techniques using the tools like GDB or your IDE's built-in debugger. Then we'll learn how to approach coding challenges systematically, improving your problem-solving skills. And this is the final module. You will learn how to split your programs into smaller, manageable modules using header files. We'll dive into the define, include, and macros, explaining how these help in organizing your code. Next, we'll be introduced to makefiles. For those who want to dive deeper, we'll introduce makefiles to automate the compilation process. And after that, we'll also learn about the roadmap. That means what to learn after C. We'll give you a roadmap of what to learn after mastering C, whether it's C++, data structures, or embedded systems. So there you have it, a complete breakdown of everything you will learn in this course. C programming is not just about writing code, it's about developing problem-solving skills that will last you a lifetime. I'm here to guide you through every step, and I'm confident that by the end of this course, you'll be able to create your own programs, solve complex problems, and be ready for more advanced topics. If you're ready to dive in and start coding, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's get started with your first C program. See you in the next lesson. Take care and goodbye. Allah Hafiz.